So, um, I don't know what I could do for a intro, so welcome to the OC Rumble Hunger Games thing. Yeah. Okay. Um, here's our lovely, beautiful candidates. Um, I'm excited to see what shenanigans they get up to. Let's just get into it. Proceed. Okay. Is there like some way I can like let's try to cover the is there some way I can like Uh, zoom in. Yeah, I probably should have zoomed in a bit beforehand. Wow, 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 wow. Here we go. All right, so as the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Loafer scares Summer Child away from the cornucopia. I don't blame Summer Child. Um, yeah. Lorbo runs away from the cornucopia. Otag runs away from the cornucopia. Chicha runs away from the cornucopia. It's true. Uh, Mum stabs Timothy while his back is turned. Um, that's a very out of character. Beanie Boy grabs a shield from leaning on the cornucopia. Takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Sorry, can come are like silly cartoon characters, so it's like, ugh. Karen breaks Clover's nose for a basket of bread. First evil act Karen has ever committed. Why did I do a praying? Um, congrats, Karen. You finally did your life's purpose goal thing. Gerald runs away from the cornucopia. He's a scarecrow, so that takes some great talent. Thaddeus takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Okay. Templeton and Nozomi fight for a bag. Nozomi strangles Templeton while with the straps and runs. Holy crap. It's- Sorry, Templeton. Oof. Kiwi retrieves a trident. Sorry. Oh, jeez. Kiwi retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. I think that might be a little big for him. Right. Chubba runs away from the cornucopia. More like fly away. Flies away. Yeah. Placebo runs away from the cornucopia. Alright. Blorbo grabs a shovel. Sorry. Grabs a shovel. Rivals grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. Shinobu runs away from the cornucopia. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but there's like a siren outside. Kaz and Dudebra fight for a bag. Kaz gets up and retreats. I would expect Dudebra to do so. Oh no, I'd say that's in character for Kaz. Graham runs away from the cornucopia. He's a rock, so he'd roll away. Okay, let's proceed. Uh, oh, there we go. Alright. Day one. Dudebra severely injures Summer Child and leaves him to die. Dudebra, how did you do that? He somehow single-handedly defeated a villain. Thaddeus kills Nozomi with a hatchet. Okay, interesting. Beanie Boy scares Otag off. In- Interesting. Placebo receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Ooh, okay. Speaking of which, stay hydrated. I search for firewood. Gerald sprains his ankle while running away from Kaz. You don't have ankles. I thought that said Blorbo explodes the arena. No, he explores the arena. Clover sprains his ankle while running away from Cum. Yeah, I would too if the nice guy snapped. Rivals, Puck, and Graham hunt for the other tributes. Chacha, Karen, Shinobu, and Blorbo hunt for the other tributes. Kiwi and Chubba hunt for the other tributes. This is a very interesting team, and so is this. Kiwi and Chubba are like direct opposites, so it's Also very interesting. I think I need to zoom in a bit more. There we go. Skadoosh. Oh yeah, that's nice. Proceed. Timothy and Templeton and Summerchild died. Oh, and also Nozomi. Sorry, Nozomi. He didn't live long. Alright, proceed. Kiwi kills Graham with his own weapon. He's a rock. Rebels is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Okay, he doesn't need that. Gerald convinces a a scarecrow manages to convince an absolute dense meat. I want to say meathead. Like, okay, it wouldn't need much convincing. Dude was basically empty-headed, but I wasn't expecting that. Otag claims a treat to rest. Makes sense. Placebo, Clofo, Chacha, and Kaz tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Oh, honestly, this is probably very in character for these three. Placebo and Chacha are very friendly. Clover is basically just, yeah. Uh, and eh, Kaz is just the feeling. Thaddeus and Puck threaten a double. Mm, should I say it? I'm gonna have to bleep it out. Better than saying something like sauce with sides. Uh, Thaddeus and Puck threaten a double. Fails and they die. My question is, Thaddeus, what's your relation to Puck? Beanie Boy tends to his wounds. Okay. Karen, Clover, Gum, and Blorbo tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Um, okay. That's Clover being me. I think that's somewhat in character for him, us. Chava severely injures Shinobu death. I can't speak. Chubba, somehow, with his stubby little frog legs, severely injures Shinobu and leaves him to die. Okay. Larva receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Okay. A lot of out of character stuff. Um, but hey, that's going to be part of the fun of like trying to stitch together like an actual narrative thing. I want to try to do like some animatics like a little later on. So it'll be interesting to try to tell this story, but lore accurate or whatever. Proceed. Oh, okay. Blorbo receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Um, Otag collects fruit from a tree. Okay, so far, wholesome morning. Placebo, Placebo makes a wooden spear. Ian, Huey explores the arena. Taz makes a wooden spear, huh? Blorba steals from Chacha while he isn't looking. Okay, so other than a bit of thievery, morning has been very wholesome so far. I'm guessing the next one won't be. Oh, I explore the arena. That's nice. Gum steals from Karen while she isn't looking. Okay, so yeah, again, other than a bit of thievery, the day's been going well. Dude bro questions his sanity. Okay, that's Gerald searches for firewood. Okay. Clover sprains his ankle while running away from Red Wolves. Okay. Wolf world. Chava sprains her ankle while running away from Beanie Boy. Okay. A lot of spraining of ankles and lots of thievery too. Oh, okay, that's the day. Other than a bit of spraining of ankles and stealing and questioning of one's sanity, the day is going well. So yeah, proceed. So somehow a rock died. This jerkwad who we didn't get to see much of is jerk. Well, he killed someone, so yeah. Ah, a rock. This dude, um, Cup, and another dude died today. So rest in peace. Very interesting stats here. Go back to the fallen tributes. Okay, proceed. Oh. Beanie Boy convinced Placebo to snuggle with him. Okay. Snuggling with like a bunch of scribbles. I don't think that's gonna give you much warmth. Chubba and Rebels hold hands. Frog in a hologram holding hands. Clover, and Chat just sleep in shifts. This is probably the most canon, like canon, um, personality accurate team. Kaz is awoken by nightmares. Again, very accurate so far. Well, other than these two. Dude Bro begs for Blorba to kill him. He refuses, keeping Dude Bro alive. Dude Bro went from questioning his sanity to asking to be murdered. Okay, interesting. Gum fins O-tag Florbo and Karen was fired. Okay. Kiwi throws a knife into Gerald's chest. Wait, I have to show you something. That is very accurate, as you can tell. That is Kiwi's main weapon of choice. Gerald's a scarecrow, so I don't see how that's going to kill him. Okay, so that was night two. Yeah, proceed. Oh, right. Forgot there was another day. Chacha stalks Chuba. Okay. Clover thinks about home. Okay. Placebo searches for a water source. Um, hmm. Explores the arena. Okay. Clover forces Beanie Boy to kill Kiwi or Blorbo. He refuses, so Clover. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Okay, I'm gonna have to think of a way, like a reason for why I would do that. Did trauma? Guys, it's for the plot, I swear. Libra practices archery. I did not know he did archery. Oh, I think I do have a comic of him with a bow, so no, it was a sword, never mind. Otag, Lobba, Karen, Kaz, and Revels hunt for the other tributes, okay? Right then. Um, so other than a little bit okay, I think I need to like change up my wording because I keep on saying like, other than this day was great. So yeah. Um, this was not at all a good day though. Anywho, proceed. Somehow Gerald died and Beanie Boy died, which isn't really much of a surprise. Yeah, let's proceed. Let's not look at everyone's status. Let it be a surprise, will you? Proceed. I try to treat my infection. I don't know when that happened, but yeah. Aaron breaks Clover's nose for a basket of bread. Dudebra and Blorbo huddle for warmth. I'm surprised Dudebra was able to do that because Blorbo does not like being touched or seen. Kaz sets up camp for the night. Nice. Gum tries to sing himself to sleep. I think Gum has lost it. Karen receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Yay. Chacha, Kiwi, and Otag sleep in shifts. Huh, very interesting group. Placebo defeats Clover in a fight but spares his life. Very accurate. Why did they stop fighting though? Chubba accidentally steps on a landmine. Okay. Blorba lets Revels into his shelter. You don't want to do that, Blorba. Blorba! Yeah, you don't want to do that. Proceed. Right. Blorba, I, Revels, and Kiwi hunt for other tributes. This is a very interesting little group. Gum defeats Chacha in a fight but spares his life. Ooh, okay. So Gum's regained his conscious, I guess. Dudebro receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Lovely. Placebo, Clover, and Karen get into a fight. Clover triumphantly kills them both. Okay. Suppose that's accurate, given flaws and stuff. OTAG explores the arena. Alright. Very cat behavior. Blorbo diverts Kaz's attention and runs away. Okay. Again, very in character and stuff. Proceed. Chubba, Placebo, and Karen has fallen. Rest in peace. At least Karen was able to pull off one evil act before they passed. Their life goal has been achieved. So yeah, proceed. Oh, that rhymed. Right, night 4. Florba, Clover, and Dudra discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Okay. Um, s accurate? With Florba hanging in the background, I guess. Clover cries himself to sleep. Oh, remorse. He's feeling remorse. Florba receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Wow. Would that sponsor be Rex is awoken by nightmares? How can a machine have nightmares? Chacha starts a fire. Bum sees a fire but stays hidden. That's probably Chacha's. Kaz, Otak, and Kiwi discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Honestly, Otak and Kiwi sticking together throughout this whole thing is very accurate. So, props to the simulator, I guess. Kaz being with them is very out of character, I guess. Especially with Kiwi being a murderous one. So yeah. Proceed. Alright, Chacha searches for a water source. Nice. Kiwi revels, I, and Clover hunt for other tributes. Nice. Dudebro thinks about home. Kaz fishes. I didn't know he fished. Uh, forgot what this word means. But if I remember correctly, oof, that's a way to go. Otag dies of I don't even know how to pronounce it. Dysentery? Dysentery? Anywho, Gum receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Who's giving the homicidal maniac a medicine? Blorba silently snaps Blorbo's neck. Holy crap. The fan guy, girl, person, kills their idol. Okay. Insane fan, apparently. Okay, interesting. Otag and Blorbo died. Okay. Unfortunate way to go for Otag, and Blorbo died at the hands of his biggest fan. Uh, Also a very unfortunate way to go. Jeez. Proceed. Clover is awoken by nightmares. I actually managed to go to sleep. This is the very inaccurate. Rivals lets Gum into shelter. Wait, didn't Gum do that earlier, or was that someone else? Huh. At least he's paying back the kindness. You know, you'd think that seeing all this violence and stuff, he'd become more violent, but he's actually become more kind somehow. Interesting. Chacha, Blorba, Dudra, Clover, and Kaz track down and kill Kiwi. Okay, that makes sense. Gotta kill the murderous little thing. So I guess Blorba's on a bit of a kill streak right now. Interesting. Proceed. Cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Okay, first event, yay. Chacha and Rebels threaten a double and it fails and they die. Okay, they threaten to delete their own programs, I guess. Blorba kills Gum with a hatchet. Oh, okay, so Blorba definitely is on a murder spree. Clover bashes, I bashed Dudebra's head against a rock several times. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Clover decides not to go to the feast. Kaz decides not to go to the feast. Very accurate for the latter one. First one, also, I'd say that's accurate. Um, Once again, what's Chatch's and Revel's relation with each other? How do you guys know each other? Well, they were hanging out a couple times, I guess, but still, I guess they bonded over being robotic animal like things. Proceed. Day 6. Clover, Clover, and Kaz until other tributes. Blorba goes hunting. That's oh no, wait. Uh, and Blorba goes hunting, so I guess his murderous nature hasn't been satiated. Proceed. Kiwi, Chacha, and Revels. All three died. Oh, and Gum and Dubra. I forgot about them. I'm sorry. They're forgettable side characters. What can I say? Proceed. Blorba and Kaz huddle for warmth. Kaz, get the how? Kaz, you need to run. Clover is awoken by nightmares. Accurate. I see a fire, but I stay hidden. Okay. Accurate. I don't know what else to say. Blorba sprains his ankle while running away from Clover, and Clover runs away from Kaz. Okay, I guess I don't know my own OCs that well. Okay, proceed. Oh, fire spreads throughout the arena. I survive somehow. Clover and Blorba fail to find a safe spot and suffocate. Ooh. Fireball strikes Cat. A minute.
I
Wait a
see a
minute.
fire,
Wait, no,
but
no, you can't
I
do this. No,
stay
no, wait.
hidden.
Yes, now. It's somehow on. It's called an OC Rumble. I shouldn't win. Fuck. No. This isn't supposed to happen. No. This is illegal. I have 2 kills? Okay, so I won somehow. So here's a summary. Proceed. Yeah. Okay, so. Ugh. Okay. Well, actually, technically, Clover's my online alias. He's my online persona, so technically, I myself did not win. That was the OC Rumble. Um, oh, I ran out of teeth. That was very surprising end. I was not expecting to win. Victory toast. Oh, victory toast. It's a literal toast. I didn't even mean that.